Hi, this is Canadian Cycling Magazine. We're here with Erik Klemm, Giant Bicycle's lead designer for road, and we're talking about the new 2016 Giant TCR road bike. Erik, this bike has been in Giant's stable for almost 20 years. It's been since the late 90s. But first, reacquaint us with the TCR. Who's this bike for?
The TCR has really been the ultimate race bike for all levels, whether you're pro tour, whether you're local. And with the TCR, it's always been concentrating on climbing, on sprinting, on descending, and really all those factors coming together to create the ultimate race bike for the consumer.
And with this new iteration of the TCR, what were some of your design goals?
Some of the goals were keeping this product beautiful, keeping the proportions right, and really focusing on a lot of the features that we have from our previous generation TCR and improving on those. Stuff like our overdrive 2 steerage system, our power car bottom bracket, our mega drive down tube. Those are all factors which we wanted to refine and lighten and stiffen for the benefit of riding this bike.
So let's talk about some of those things that have carried over, like power core and overdrive. Just tell me about that transition. Like you're keeping those things because they work well, but have they gone through any changes?
The standards for all of those have stayed the same. So our overdrive 2 steer system, same size bearings. Our power core bottom bracket, still an 86.5 millimeter press fit shell. But some of the things we focused on was constant refinement, taking all those standards and making them that little bit better. So the end result is something that you can truly feel when you're out there riding the bike.
And also on the topic of refinement, and you sort of touched on this, you mentioned making it a bit more beautiful. Tell us about that part of the design.
Yeah, there's really a fine balance between making a product strictly engineering focused or strictly design focused. It has to do with proportions, with surfacing, with all those details working in the right spots. So that was something we focused on, a product that is not only beautiful, but also has all the engineering equipped pieces together to really get you to the top of the climb faster, to make you sprint faster. So really it's an overall feeling that we really wanted to convey with the new TCR is beauty, stiffness to weight, and those two pieces working together.
So some of the changes, the more engineering type changes, is one of them is at the head tube. And there's a bearing placement that has changed. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Sure, and the overall shape of the head tube is totally new. Our old TCR utilized a lot of sharp edges, a lot of, let's say, filler material that were necessary to create that dynamic character. And we've kept a lot of that, but we've also smoothed things out to make it that much more efficient. Now, the bearing placement is a little bit higher. It's 2.5 millimeters higher on the fork, and what that does is it takes all those twisting forces when you're sprinting, when you're climbing, and it makes them more in line with the down tube, more of a tangent transition, which in the end you will certainly feel when you're giving the ultimate effort for this bike.
And another change on the bike is over at the back, and we see a return of this design element at the top of the seat stays, this yoke. Tell us about why we see it again on this new iteration.
Right, so in our previous generation TCR we had an 8-type stay, which of course is a bridge across the seat stays for the brake mounting. But after quite a few analysis, quite a few different 3D models, we were able to come to the conclusion that this yoke is lighter. It's hollow, it's thinner material, and it really takes away all the excess material that's needed to wrap around the bridge, wrap around the seat stays to create the 8-type. So the new one is totally new, a hollow yoke for the seat stay bridge.
Thank you very much, Erik. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.